Right, Mark's here at the moment messing about with an axle. He's making one out of bits, a front axle, and I think he's finding out it's very expensive if you haven't got all the bits, like calipers and swivel hubs and things like that. He's wanting to build rebuild a 110 300 TDI, but he's going to put a V8 in it. Anyway, we won't say anything about that because I know how complicated these V8s are. What he's done is he's brought down a steering box here. We haven't had a look at it, we've just got to open the box and have a look and see what we've got. You know, it says here, label 13, lab 13. I have no idea what that means. It's probably some code. Well, that joint's alright, but it shouldn't be there. Again, this is the way I like to see things, not cleaned up, just dropped off. Oh well, just an old bit of rag. Now we don't know what's wrong with this, and nowadays, because these things are getting like to be chicken's teeth, I can't give an exchange unit out without seeing the old one first. Now, I used to do them, but it's getting increasingly more difficult to get these now. Oh, I think somebody's had a bit of a trouble trying to get this nut off. Look at the state of that, what an animal. Ball joint's not too bad actually. Oh mind you, it's all mucky, it wants replacement. I have some of them actually. Oh, it has been off. Look at this, it's all loose, look. I meant it too bad. I'll tell you what, let's get this off. We'll take the cover off, we'll try and get the shaft out and we'll see what it's like. Yeah, get this off, get that, because then we can inspect it and then we can go a little bit deeper. It needs rebuilding because our main problem is the shaft and the seal at the bottom. Let's see if we can get this this nut off here. What a state of a washer. Somebody's had a real go at this one. Look at the state of it. And the funniest thing is they haven't locked it round. There should be one tab on the flat here and one tab on this flat here. And now it's got nothing. It should just wrap round the nut. There's note. Bugger all. Oh my god, it's a severe case of a hammer rash. Right, now we can put our tool to test. You know, our best well. I love this one, it's really good. Look at that. It's so keen. Amazing. We need that nut because I'm getting short again. Right, we'll get that off. Yeah, I don't think that's salvageable. It looks like it's come from probably Africa or something like that. I get in trouble for saying that. Oh, that must have been the easiest drop arm ever I've had off. Right, let's see if we can get this joint off. That's off. Now, I think this needs to go in the parts washer first and we'll clean it all up, because if it's okay, if it just wants a seal, maybe it's not a big problem. I was just looking at steering box parts for left-hand drive ones. The main shaft that goes through here, they're called a sector shaft. I used to call it a selector shaft, I don't know why. Just made it up. Anyway, obsolete. And the worm shaft is around about $2,000. So these are getting very hard to find now in good condition. But we can do something with the main shaft. That's not too bad. But let's first of all clean this up and find out what's wrong with it. Right then, that's it cleaned up with a steam cleaner. I tried to put it in the parts washer But if you know anything about these things, that when they're all covered in mud, the parts washer doesn't really take it off. The steam, you can't beat the steam cleaner. Oh my goodness, look at the state of this seal here. Oh man, I think that's past its sell-by date, don't you? Look at that. Yeah, now we can't use that again. It's tempting, but anyway, so well, this is going to make life a little bit more interesting, because one of the little eyes on the circlip is missing. Damn, how am I going to get that out? Oh well, we'll think of something. We'll take it out from the other side and then just destroy it. That's all we can do, really. So we'll get our great big gun out, and we'll take this locking nut off here. Again, these locking nuts have got a seal in them, and they're not in the cheaper kits. You see that piece there? They're not in the cheaper kits, which is not very good, is it? I cleared off my bench because this will probably spew ATF all over the place. Allen key next. Oh, I've got one in here. Get weak and all there. Is that it? Oh, look at that. 3/8. Oh, yeah. I have found the bearings. I don't usually replace the needle rollers because they're pretty good usually. So that's good. Now we have to get the shaft in the right position to take it out. Now there is a slot just here. We've got to turn this so that lines up with the slot. If not, you'll be messing about for ages. So I'm going to put my wheel on there and we'll try and get it off. What did I say about oil? I don't know. Old Greta would have in a dicky fit now. Mind you, she's moved on to other things now, Greta, hasn't she? She's forgotten about pollution and the environment. She's more on about Palestine and stuff like that now. Oh well, must have been just a fad. Huh, who would have thought it? Right, get the thick of that out. Oh, now it's spewing out of here now. I should have put it in a bucket, shouldn't I? Let it drain. Ah, still doesn't matter. I've got all these to throw over next door's fence anyway. I've been neglecting that for a while. Oops. This one's a little bit different to them because it's got a great big wide gap here where the other ones have got casting all the way around, and it makes it life that interesting, a bit more interesting to get out. There we go. Ooh, stuff everywhere. Oh, the shaft is good. It's good. I like that. We can use that. We're just going to sandblast this piece here, and that's a good shaft. Good. That's saved a lot of money. Excellent. Oh, this might not be a bad job after all. The actual hydraulic seal, the blue one that's in here, yeah, you could replace it on the spot, but well, if you're going to buy a kit or something like that, you might as well do it all. Right, so with that out, we'll now take off this nut here using a chisel. You're supposed to use a C spanner, but we haven't got one. 15. Here we go, see what this does. Very well. That's good. Oh, look at the rust in there. That's good. So now we can get this shaft out of here. Will it push through? By doing like that, we can salvage that seal. That's good. Let's have a look and see what these are like. This shaft's like, because this is the make or break. What you're looking for, once again, is a nice surface on here. I'm thinking that this one is buggered. Wait a minute. Yeah. I'm going to wash these out. I'll come back. The shoulder here is just starting to chatter. Yeah. And I haven't got a spare. You see, you can't replace these bearing races here. And this is a very expensive shaft. Right, now I'm going to get a cable tie and put that around here to keep that racing, because there's a shim in there that belongs to this shaft, so that these rings here are perfectly in line. Because like I said, this is actually a valve. We've done this before, but there's a valve in there. So these little rings I think they're Teflon, but you can shimmy them about a little bit like this, well, if you wish. But if they're out of line, they'll go out of line with the ports for the transfer. It won't work, so I don't touch them and I don't touch that shim. You know, I keep them in place. I'll take them out and wash them when I've got to the place, because I'd like to sandblast all this lot. There's a seal in here. Oh, there's a little circlip. Might as well take that youth out there while we're at it. You need some really fine pointed clips to get that out with. We'll pull the seal out. The seal will be probably flat, and then we'll try and get this seal out of here. Ooh, what a mess. There! That didn't hurt Mr. Jenkins, did it? Now we can get into it. Screwdriver. Oh no, we've got to puller. So that's the dust cover, or one of the seals. That's for the bin. And this is the hydraulic seal. That hasn't got a chance of sealing. I shall show you a real one. So there is a brand new seal, and there is the old seal. There's no lip on the inside. There's a lip on the outside, and it's called a double lip. So it seals on that side and seals on this side, but that's where it's been leaking. So we can clean this box up. Give it a coat of paint. We can use the main sector shaft when I can get it splitted out. Give it a coat of paint, sandblast and paint, and then we can take it from there. Alright, so that's it. We'll just see what Mark decides to do. So after a long discussion with Mark, we are going to put this box back together, because we haven't got one. He needs something to move his truck around with until something better comes along. Just out of interest, I'm going to show you some pictures now of the pitting on here, and you'll see how bad it was, because I bought one of these little gadgets here. Yeah, I love gadgets, but this is a microscope. Plugs into your USB computer. 4K Ultra. Look at the pictures now of what it was seeing at 1,000 times bigger. Pretty scary stuff. So even though it looks kind of innocent, it's going to get worse. So we're going to build this up now, and we're going to paint this box probably red, so it distinguishes it from everything else. We'll put some seals in. We'll just put some Chinese seals in. We're not going to go crazy at bonkers on it, and just see if it can stop leaking more soon, because we're going to put it on the test bench anyway.